Well, here's the next project. This is a, what is this thing? It's yellow. A yard man? What is it? We'll hunt for food. That's not what it is. J.C. Penney. It's a J.C. Penney. What do you know about that? But the setup here is a lot like your typical MTDs from the day. I don't know when MTD came about and took over and all that kind of business, but I've had other brand with this setup here and either this here or it was right there. I wonder what went in that hole. Speed control lever, that's pointing over there. That's just a peeky hole for mice, no doubt. Well, so far I put some starting fluid down in there and had a good fire going. But I put it out. I grabbed a rag and just packed it on there. But it had gotten hot enough to where it just made this soft. And the rag kind of stuck there, but it's no harm done. But I certainly cannot try starting it again until I get to the bottom of it. So I need to get that carburetor off. And I don't want to. I hate taking these hoods off, but another problem is the steering. Something is messed up big time. It's as far as it goes to the right by turning the wheel. Well, come on, it's not doing it now. Maybe that jack's in the way. Nope. Okay, something's not right down in there. So I gotta look at that. And someone's got a little pushy button. I wonder what that does. That wire goes down to there, wherever there is. So I guess I'll get busy on it. Well, what's going on? It's a bit dirty. Well, let's see. What did I find out so far? Carburetor, like I showed, was pretty nasty. I cleaned out this bowl as good as I could, and then I let it soak in a little container of phosphoric acid. And you know, it's dark in there and not looking so good, but it's clean. I'm going to go to the parts store tomorrow and get a new gasket, needle and seat. And I got this cleaned up pretty good. Inside and out. I did find one jet that had, you could see through the holes and see daylight when I held it up to the window, and I poked my little poker through and got a little bit of dirt out, but not bad. So what I'm going to do is put that together tomorrow. Then I had to order a die, because either I did it or somebody else boogered up those threads on there. And it was probably me. I've never done that before on these, and I don't know what I did wrong. So I had to buy another. I bought another nut, and I must have got it cross-threaded and stuff. She was pretty dirty. A lot of stuff caked up around the fins. Got that out of there. And the starter works good, so I don't have to mess with that. I just got to figure out the steering. So maybe that's what I could do yet tonight, is back this up, get the mess cleaned up, and then jack it up and try to look at the steering and see. Oh, I can see the steering right there. And then take a look-see here, and let's look at it together, shall we? I don't know. That's pretty loose. I don't think I have any more of these around. Well, I'll have to look at it. So there was play right here, and I tightened that up. That was pretty loose. But here's the other thing. When you turn this all the way to the left, everything's fine. Turn it to the right. Okay, I'm holding the steering wheel. Well, I'm not going to be able to hold the steering wheel. But there's this play here. And the steering wheel's not moving. Everything back there seems to be all right. But there's something up here that is a mess and awry. And I don't know what it is. I'm working on the go-kart. I'm working on the lawnmower. Working on the air tank. And working on the jack. I'm working on the go-kart, working on the lawnmower, working on the air tank, and working on the jack.
I'm working on the go-kart, working on the lawnmower, working on the air tank, and working on the jack. I'm working on the go-kart, working on the lawnmower, working on the air tank, and working on the jack. I'm working on the go-kart, working on the lawnmower, working on the air tank, and working on the jack.
Dead end for now. Because this engine that's replacing that engine has a 7/8 shaft. And you cannot get a clutch for it. So they're going to order a clutch with a 1-inch bore, and then we're going to get a sleeve, a bushing, and we'll go that route. And this is on hold because I'm waiting for parts. I got this spring, this governor spring, that both ends broke off. And I put a little bend in there, but it wasn't that much. I figured I might as well order one because I have to get a bowl gasket for the carburetor and a needle and seat. And then I can get busy on this again. This is actually fixed. I just got some fittings for it and got her fixed. Now, I don't know what I'll do with it. I've never had one before. I never really had a use for one, but I suppose I'll chuck it upstairs. And then this, I probably already mentioned, but I ordered O-rings for it. Just waiting. Well, whoops.
Excuse me.
I suppose that's all for now.